Hi YouTube, it's Jenny. I keep looking to the corner because I'm looking straight at the camera and it feels strange not to look at my computer. But I am making another video just to kind of summarize my first semester of nursing school for you. I am done. I was finished on the 7th of May, which was a Wednesday. That was my last day of class. We had our final med-surg exam. We don't have finals. Nothing is cumulative. It's just our last exam. The last two exams were med-surg. The others were fundamentals. I had finished my clinical a couple weeks before that. My skills lab was done also a couple weeks before that. And so we were just kind of tying up some loose ends, waiting on our schedule for the following semester, which I do have and I'll share with you soon. And I just wanted to kind of talk about what, you have to excuse the mess in my bed. That's what happens when you go to nursing school. You have backup laundry that you have to do. So that's laundry, and I have a ton more to do. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of summarize the semester and also share with you some things that worked for me and things that didn't work for me, and some clue you in on following semester, let you know what to expect there. So I guess I wanted to let you know how I did in the class. I ended up getting an 80 on my final med-surg exam. I'm happy with that. I'd always like to do better. I'd love to get A's and B's. That would be my preference. I ended up with a C, so I believe an 85 is a B. I ended up with an 80, which is a solid C, so I'm happy with that. And then I ended up with a C for the class. An 80, you have to have a 78 to pass. I ended up with an 83, so an 85 is a B, so it was a nice high C. So it was really close to a B. I worked really hard for my C. I was proud of it. There were some people that did not make it. So I am very, very proud of my C. I balanced my semester out pretty well with family. I was able to successfully complete my first semester and move to my second, which was my goal. That will be my goal for the full time. I am not working for grades. I'm working to complete the semester and to learn, which I did. So I feel like it was definitely a success. Skills were hard for me. I was really glad when that was done. So I could just kind of work on what I've learned and not have to learn any new skills. I have to kind of figure out the best way to learn, to learn the skills and not worry so much about, who's in the room or what they may be thinking, when they would they never smile, so that kind of worries me, even though that's just kind of what they do. They don't show you what they're thinking while they're looking. They want to see what you know, so they have this poker face, and it kind of put me a little, made me a little uneasy. So I'm going to have to continue to work on that, but I think it's true for everyone, and definitely for me, that the more I practice, the better and more secure I felt. And if I know it, then I just need to do it, and not worry so much about what they're thinking while they're looking at me. So I think next semester we will be working on tracheotomy, suctioning, and also let's see, NG tube suctioning and cleaning and putting an NG tube down. I think those are our two main ones. We do not do IV until the second year, which would be spring for me. This will be fall will be exciting because this year I started in the spring, so I only had one semester before summer. Now this one I'll have fall and spring, and then when I'm done in the next summer, I'll only have one semester left, and I'll be kind of ending nursing school the following semester. So this next year will be exciting, and I'm excited to, I know I just basically ended, but I'm excited to get started. in the fall, but I'm also excited to have a bit of a break, so it's kind of, I feel both ways about it. I am going to take a math class this summer, so I'm not going to be completely out of school. There's a prereq for statistics that I'm going to take from my elective that I haven't taken yet, and which is, well, I thought that it was going to be college algebra. So I went on and I tried to register for college algebra, and it wouldn't let me, and I've come to find out that I have to take intermediate algebra, which is actually a CPE, or kind of a college preparatory class. Math has never been my strong suit. It's totally fine with me. It doesn't bother me. I thought I would be kind of embarrassed to be taking that, but math's never been a strong suit for me, so I am fine with taking the class and enjoying to learn. We have next semester, so in the fall, we have a dosage test that we're going to have to take. This will be our first one. I am happy. I'm glad we didn't have it this semester because it would just been an added worry. But next semester we have to get a 90%, I believe, or above. And I believe we have 2 or 3 times to take that. And then if you don't pass that with a 90% or above, then you are out of the program. So that's a little scary. And I was thinking, you know what? I could try and just get signed into statistics and not take the algebra class. But I really need the help. And then I'll be able to sign into statistics without a problem, and that extra practice this summer will get me ready for the fall. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that class. So that begins on May 28th for me, which is a Wednesday. It'll be Monday and Wednesday from 5:30 to 9, and then that will go through, I believe, July 18th. And then I'll have, a month and a half or so. I'm not quite a month and a half, but almost a month and a week or so to, be completely off of school before nursing school starts at the end of August. So that's basically kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to all of that. Just feeling more comfortable with my math so that when I go into the dosage stuff, I'll feel prepared. I'm also going to try and do some NCLEX questions and look over my med-surg book a little bit, especially if when we get our syllabus, but I'm just going to play that by ear. And I'm also going to be, as I've been doing, I'll be working at the long-term care facility in my area. I just last week worked 4 days. I haven't worked during the week in a long time because of school. My kids are still in school, so I thought that would be a good way to make a little bit of extra money. But I'm not going to be working too much between now and nursing school. I'll probably work maybe 3 or 4 days a month, just to bring in a little bit of extra money. And it's a good way to kind of work on time management, and it's a good thing to keep up with, working with residents and people and caring for them. And I do enjoy it. It's stressful. The money is not fabulous, but I enjoy it, and I'll be doing that this summer as well. I thought about possibly finding a hospital job, and I may still do that. I don't know. I haven't decided. And it would just have to be part-time or just on an as-needed basis, because my schedule with the kids is kind of busy. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about kind of what I learned the first semester of nursing school, what I used that was useful to me. Since I'm done with nursing school for the semester, I'm not going to really do a what's in my bag, but I'll just kind of show you some things again that worked. And I know I've probably gone through some of these things before, but just to kind of summarize that with the completion of the first semester. So now I consider myself a second semester nursing student. I'm done with my first semester. I finished with a C. And one of the ways that I was able to keep myself organized was with my planner. It has the full month. It has the squares with each day, and then it has for each month, and then it has like a bigger section for each day that you can mark things in, and it also has like a notes section at the back, and I'm still using this. I use that. When I got my syllabus, I went ahead and I put everything in my calendar, and that helped me remember when skills checkoffs were and tests were. I don't really color code. I think for me, I feel like I'm kind of wasting some time doing that. But I do write everything in my calendar because there's no way between work and school and the kids' activities that I would remember everything without using my calendar. So that was extremely important to me. In fundamentals, we had our Fundamentals of Nursing textbook, which was the Taylor book. It's about... Hello. I'm taping. Can you give me a second?
I'm making a video.
Yeah. Can you give me a second? You can say hi, but then can you let me finish my video?
Hi, are people gonna watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Hi. Sam, can you shut the door all the way for me? Can you shut the door for me? Thank you. So the book is about maybe yay thick. You could kill someone with it. I like the way that you read it, that I was able to read through it. I think the chapters were in really simple terms. I mean, it is foundation, so it's basic information. But I did, enjoy reading it. We also had modules that we had that were given to us in 2 binders. I went ahead and combined mine into a big binder, and at the bottom it says Kick Nursing Butt, and I put that on there as a motivation for me. And I put our syllabus in the front, and then I tabbed each module, and I ended up putting my clinical binder in or clinical information in a separate binder, but my skills lab and foundations lecture were all in that one binder. Let's see what else. We had that, and then we used ATI for tests and things, and each ATI, oh, my books are falling. So anyway, each ATI, foundations and a Med-Surg and everything, they each have a book. So this is the Med-Surg ATI book. I know a lot of people use ATI. So this is the Med-Surg book, and each chapter or topic is broken down into a chapter, and they're broken down also into where it has to do with the NCLEX. And so I read through that, and then we have to take an ATI exam, an entrance and exit exam. I don't know if we're going to take an entrance exam when we get into Med-Surg or not, but I know that we have to take an exit exam for our second semester, and that does count for a grade. But it was just like it was counted into our exam grade, and we had to have a 78% overall, which is a C for our exams. So we had that, and then we also used, I just wanted to show this, I know I probably showed it before, it's our Nursing Diagnosis Handbook. And this was something I used for care plans. You go through each, you find your diagnosis in the front, and then you would find, the details of that diagnosis and how to use it within your care plan, your objectives, and what you wanted your outcomes to be, and then what your interventions would be as a nurse. Those are in the back. So I would use that, and I also found out later in the semester that I could use my, I've got so many books, and I haven't really looked at them for a while since I've been out, but, so this is my Med-Surg book. This is the Hinkle Cheever, Bruner and Sudar textbook of surgical nursing book. In the book, in each chapter, there's actually care plan information and diagnosis and interventions for specific diseases, such as like a total knee replacement or whatever. Okay. So we had that, and then the so I found that I was trying to read that when we got into our Med-Surg exams. I was trying to read my Med-Surg book, and it was a little complicated. So I decided that I was going to get this. This is Medical Surgical Nursing Made Incredibly Easy, and I really like this book. It breaks down the topics. It's a lot more fun to read. It's not as complicated. So I just kind of went through that and then highlighted the information that we would use from our objective sheets that we needed to know in here, and kind of go back and forth. Let's see, the Medical Surgical Nursing book also had a study guide, which I didn't use too much, but we're going to be doing a lot more with that second semester. Don't put that in your mouth.
Whatever. Where's my bag so I can play my bracelet?
Look in the kitchen. Look on the counter. It's probably, yes. Yes. Yep. I'm trying. No? I can't really pause it. It'll cancel it. Go ahead. Yep. Well, people aren't watching yet, but I'll have to do some cutting and pasting. Alright. So I used that, and we're going to be using that more in the second semester. That'll be my Foundations book and the Medical Surgical Nursing book. I believe we're going to use the whole entire 4 semesters. When I needed to practice my dosage, I used my ratio and proportion dosage calculations. I don't know. I'll find it in a minute. Please go shut the door. Okay? I'll be out in a second. So I use my ratio and proportions dosage calculations book. And I don't remember what. This is by Pearson. I had to buy this when I did my dosage and pharmacology. I'm not sure what. It's Shrimpton and Giangrasso. But, I mean, any dosage book would probably work. I'm going to use this when I'm practicing for my dosage test. We also have like a study guide online that we can use. And then my ATI Foundations book also had a dosage section. So on my last exam I was able to get both my dosage questions right. So it's important to kind of go over that. And then I don't have my other one. I've got 2 NCLEX books. My first one is my Lippincott question and answer review for NCLEX RN. And then I also have a Saunders NCLEX book, which is the newest. I believe it's the newest edition. I don't know if they have a newer one. But the Saunders book actually outlines each topic by what kind of an outline form, goes over the information, kind of like a textbook, and then it has the questions afterwards. The Lippincott only has questions, and then there's a lot of online resources that you can use. I did a lot of questions for my final Med-Surg exam, and that helped me feel a lot more confident working through the nursing program or nursing diagnosis through ADPI, because you're not memorizing information so much as you're using your nursing process to answer the questions. So I used those things. Those books were extremely helpful. So even if you don't, the Medical Surgical Nursing Made Incredibly Easy was not on my book list, but I definitely found it helpful because the Medical Surgical Nursing textbook is kind of complicated, and we had to look through a ton of different chapters. So instead of having to focus just on, like, trying to focus through about 5 chapters, I just kind of went through this, and then I would look through the chapters, kind of skim through those and kind of throw it all together. But I really like this book, and I know they make a lot of these. They make one on pharmacology. I don't know if they have one on mental health. So next semester I will be taking, this semester my nursing class is 7 credit hours. Next semester I believe it's 11. I have 2 classes, medical surgical nursing, which is our adult nursing 1, and then I have my mental health class. Each one of those has a clinical. The adult nursing 1 class clinical runs, I believe, the 2nd week through the end of the semester. My mental health clinical, I believe, is 4 weeks, and we'll find out when that is later. My classes will be Monday, Wednesday for lecture for both classes, and then my clinical will be on Thursday, and then I'll have my mental health clinical on Fridays. So I'm going to be a busy girl. I'm excited. I heard that mental health is hard, and then, you know, med-surg is not easy. Let's see, this first med-surg exam I took, I only got I believe I got a 76, and then I ended up with an 80 on my second one. So I think I'm in a good place. I think I'll do well. It's definitely gonna take a lot of studying. I use study groups. A group of us, we have a Facebook group for our class, and we study together. Let's see, we lost a couple people throughout the semester, and then I believe we lost 2 people after this last exam. But overall, I think we did pretty well. I know a couple of those people are going to be reinstating. A couple had already reinstated. You can reinstate in my school once. Apply to start over again in the first, whatever class you didn't get the passing grade in. One had already done it, so she cannot reinstate. So I'm really excited about school in the fall. Another thing that I used a lot, which I don't believe I have back here with me, was my recorder. I didn't record every lecture. It depended on who was lecturing and what they were lecturing about. But I like to tape. I would tape my lectures. I would also tape we have skills videos for the skills that we have to do that our lab person makes. So I would actually tape those videos. I would actually lay it on my computer. I would tape the vocals from the video, and I would listen to it in the car, so I would be thinking through the steps of my skill, and that made me feel a lot better. So I use my recorder a lot. I think it's helpful, but I know that not everyone does it like I do. I like to listen, and I'm very kinesthetic, so I have to have my hands. I have to really do it, so seeing it's great, but I have to do it too. But you need to learn your style, your learning style, and then kind of go from there. But it was a really successful semester. I had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it, which was my goal. That was my #1 goal. I wanted to enjoy it. I mean, if I was going to be stressed the whole time, it wouldn't be worth it for me. So it was a really positive experience, and I'm hoping to make the next semester in the fall just as fun. So thanks for listening. I hope that I was able to kind of clue you in on something maybe you hadn't thought about, or just kind of let you know how my semester went. I am finished with nursing until the end of August, and I'll be starting my intermediate algebra class here in about a week from Wednesday. And then I don't know what books I'll need for mental health, and if I'll need any other books for anything else, but when I find that out, I will let you know. Otherwise, I have kidlets to take care of and laundry to fold, so I hope everybody is having a wonderful summer break, beautiful spring, Enjoy your summer. Enjoy your families. I will talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye.